Hello everyone, I am Dr. Flask. I welcome you in my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about lab equipments. So let us start learning of lab equipments. You can see this picture. This is a test tube, also known as sample tube. Is a common piece of laboratory glassware consisting of a finger-like length of glass or a clear plastic tubing open at the top, this portion top, and close at the bottom. So this is known as test tube. Another important glassware, beakers. Beakers are used as containers. They are available in a variety of sizes. Although they often possess volume marking, you can see here labeling. These are only rough estimate of liquid volume. The marking are not necessarily accurate. So this glassware is known as beakers. Now another glassware you can see, Erlenmeyer Flask. Erlenmeyer Flask are often used as reaction vessels, particularly in titrations. As with beakers, the volume marking should not be considered accurately. Now, my friends, you can see this glassware. This is known as volumetric flask. Volumetric flasks are used to measure an stored solution with a high degree of accuracy. These flasks generally possesses a marking near the top, you can see, degree of accuracy, and this flat generally possesses a marking near the top that indicate the level at which the volume of the liquid is equal to the volume written on the outside of the flask. These devices are often used when solution containing dissolved solid of known concentration are needed. Now this glassware, this is known as graduated cylinder. Graduated cylinders are used to transfer liquid with a moderate degree of accuracy. Now pipette. Pipettes are used for transferring liquid with a fixed volume, and quantity of liquid must be known to a high degree of accuracy. This one place label, and you can take liquid with the help of this pipette accurately. Now graduated pipettes. These pipettes are calibrated in the factory to release the desired quantity of liquid. And disposable pipettes. Disposable transfer. These pipettes are made of plastics and are useful for transferring liquid drop-wise. Now you can see the burette. You know, burettes are devices used typically in analytical quantitative chemistry application for measuring liquid solution, differing from a pipette since the sample quantity delivered is changing. Graduated burettes are used heavily in titration experiments. In burette and pipette, it is common to measure the volume delivered. This means that two volume measurements will be made. The volume delivered is the difference in these two volumes. So V final and V initial. Now look at the burette clamp. Burette clamp is scientific equipment which used specifically to hold and secure a burette on a stand so that a burette is fixed and more convenient for the experiment. Burette clamp can be made by many materials such as plastic and cast iron. However, iron clamp is, look at here, iron clamp with the rubber knob here, rubber knobs to hold burette are likely to be more durable. Usually burette clamp come in double, which means it can hold two burettes. Now you can see the funnel. A tube or pipe that is wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, used for guiding liquid or powder into a small opening. Now you can see the Buchner funnel. A Buchner funnel is a piece of laboratory equipment used in the filtration. It is traditionally made of porcelain, but glass and plastic funnel are also available. On top of the funnel-shaped part, there is a cylinder with a fluted glass or disc or perforated plates separating it from the funnel. Now look at the Buchner funnel and vacuum filtration setup. Suction filtration or vacuum filtrations is the standard technique used for separating a solid-liquid mixture when the goal is to retain the solid. For example, in crystallization, similar to gravity titration, a solid-liquid mixture is poured onto a filter paper, with the main difference being that the process is added by suction beneath the funnel. Look at this picture. Now friend, clamp. You know, it is used to hold round laboratory glassware such as a beaker and flask. This type of clamp is made up from stainless steel. Look at here, test tube brush. Test tube brush or a spot brush is a brush used for cleaning test tube and narrow mouth laboratory glassware such as graduated cylinder, burette, and Erlenmeyer Flask. Test tube holder. A test tube holder is used to hold test tube. It is used for holding a test tube in place when the tube is hot or should not be touched. Look at here, test tube stand. Test tube racks are laboratory equipment used to hold upright multiple test tubes at the same time. Bunsen burner. You know, a small adjustable gas burner used in the laboratory as a source of heat. Petri dish. You can see this is petri dish. Petri dish. A petri dish is a small dish shaped like a cylinder. Glass rod. You know, my friend, glass rod or glass string rod. Glass rod is string rod or steel rod is a piece of laboratory equipment used to mix chemicals and liquid for laboratory purposes. They are usually made of solid glass, about the thickness and slightly longer than a drinking straw, with rounded ends. Graduated dropper. Graduated dropper, a dropper or partial pipette, is an instrument used to transfer small quantities of liquid. Prongs. Prongs are a type of tools used to grip and lift objects instead of holding them directly with hands. Utility clamp. A utility clamp is a laboratory apparatus resembling a pair of scissors. The screw in the middle works as the wide adjustment of two prongs. It is composed of three parts: two prong adjust metal rod and clamp down. You can see the clamp down. Attach the clamp to the ring stand for adjusting the height. So this is the utility clamp. A spot test plate. A spot test plate are also called radiation plate is laboratory tools made either from ceramics. Now tripod for Bunsen burner. A laboratory tripod is a three-legged platform used to support flask and beaker. Wash bottle. A wash bottle is a squeeze bottle with nozzle used to rinse various pieces of laboratory glassware such as test tube, round bottom flask, wash bottle are sealed with a screw top lid. Now, wire mesh gauze or ceramic center. A wire mesh or wire gauze is used for uniform distribution of flame heat in a base of heated body. It is made up of iron wire strand with or without ceramic interior core. A spatula. In laboratory, a spatula and micro spatula are small stainless steel utensils used for scraping, transferring, or applying powder and paste-like chemicals or treatment. Many spatula brands are also resistant to acid, bases, heat, and solvent, which make them ideal for use with a wide range of compounds. Now, round bottom flask. You know, my friend, round bottom flask, also called round bottom flask or RB flask, are types of flask having a spherical bottom used as laboratory glassware, mostly for chemical or biochemical work. Glass condenser. A condenser is an apparatus or item of equipment used to condense, change the physical state of a substance from its gaseous to its liquid state. In the laboratory, condensers are gradually used to procedure involving organic liquid brought into the gaseous state through heating with or without lowering the pressure, applying vacuum, through application in inorganic and other chemical area exist. Look at here, filter paper. Filter paper is a semi-permeable paper barrier placed perpendicular to a liquid or air flow. It is used to separate fine substance from liquid or air. It is used in science lab to remove solid from liquids. Now, separating funnel. A separating funnel, also known as separation funnel. Separating funnel or colloquially shaped funnels is a piece of laboratory glassware used in the liquid-liquid extraction. To separate partitions the components of mixture into two miscible solvent rays of different densities. Now, filtering flask. Filtering flask. A filtering flask is a piece of labware used to separate solid from fluids in filtration operation. To filter substances, the flask is used with a filtering funnel such as Buchner Funnel, which incorporate a fitted glass disc or perforated plate fitted with a piece of filter paper to filter particles. Watch glass. A watch glass is a circular concave piece of glass used in chemistry as a surface of evaporator liquids. Look at here. Fusion tube, this is the fusion tubes. Mortar and pestles, this is mortar and pestle, are implements used since ancient time to prepare ingredient substance by crushing and grinding them into fine paste. Reagent bottle, you can see here. Litmus pH paper, simple container, desiccator. You can see desiccator are sealable closure containing the desiccant used to preserving moisture sensitive chemical. A common use for desiccator to protect chemical which are hygroscopic, which react with water from humidity. Crucible. You can see crucible is ceramic or metal container which metal or other substances may be melted or subjected to very high temperature. Keeps apparatus. A laboratory apparatus to producing a gas, usually hydrogen sulfide, by action of liquid on a solid without heating. Now look at mechanical shaker, digital balance, magnetic stirrer, water bath, vacuum pump, digital calorie